CCU Chairman Simon Sanchez met with CEQ Chairwoman Nancy Sutley, the U.S. EPA, and DoD officials to discuss Guam's infrastructural needs for the military buildup. The U.S. EPA recently released a scathing review of DoD's plans for the buildup, in which they gave the draft EIS the lowest rating possible. One of the major reasons for this rating was the burden that would be placed on Guam's water and wastewater systems, a burden so great that the U.S. EPA deemed it a potential public health issue, citing the possibility for contamination of drinking water and major sewage overflows.
They got a very clear message from the governor, the lieutenant governor, ourselves. It seems like the legislature was very firm with them. Other stakeholders in the community were very firm with them about how important this buildup is to us, that it has to be done right, and how much is needed to do it right.
And this is where Guam and DoD's major problem lies, the enormous amount of money that is needed to prepare Guam for the buildup. How much money? Well, Sanchez says that even the CCU's estimate of $1.75 billion for infrastructural improvements may be too little. The
other interesting comment, though, from one of the U.S. EPA representatives is they think we've underestimated the GWA cost. So even they acknowledge that, maybe it's $1.75 billion, but no one's going to be surprised if it exceeds $2 billion.
And why is the federal government being asked to shell out this money? Sanchez says it's simply because the massive projects wouldn't need to happen this fast and this soon if the military buildup wasn't happening.
Well, the next generator, we were going to wait 12 more years to put that online, but because you're coming as fast as you're coming, we got to put that on 5 years sooner. Why should the Guam ratepayers pay for a generator 5 years sooner than they need it?
Sanchez says that if the buildup is not done right and if these projects aren't funded in a timely manner, we risk major environmental degradation and risk creating two Guams, the military Guam and the civilian Guam.
The people of Guam are going to be here for, we've been here for 4,000 years, we're going to be here another 4,000 years, and it's important that the resources of the community, the aquifer, the ocean, the land, is protected for future generations. And that is ultimately our job as leaders and policymakers and the citizens of Guam today, is to make sure that the citizens of Guam tomorrow are left with a Guam that's as good as we found it or better.
Clint Mergel, PNC News.